Home on the program this evening. Asia Cup 2025 was teetering on the edge earlier this evening after a huge controversy broke on whether Pakistan would take at all to the field today. The fuse was lit after Pakistan's loss to India on Sunday when Indian players led by Surya Kumar Yadav snubbed the traditional post-match handshake, a poignant tribute to the 26 victims of the tragic Pahalgam terror attack. Now, outrage exploded in Pakistan with the PCB, the Pakistan Cricket Board, pointing fingers at match referee Andy Pycroft for allegedly failing to enforce the game's courtesies, even instructing captains to skip handshakes at the toss. In a blistering escalation, the PCB fired off demands to the International Cricket Council: remove Pycroft immediately or face a full pullout. They cancelled their pre-match presser, halted team travel to the stadium. Sources screamed boycott as players hunkered down in their hotel rooms. The ICC, stone cold, they rejected Pakistan not once but twice over, insisting that there was no precedent for referee swaps. There are whispers of some sort of a compromise, of Andy Pycroft being rested, Richie Richardson stepping in, but that too apparently is not working out. With Pakistan's Super 4 hopes hanging by a thread, this feels not very much about cricket. It's a clash of honour, politics and passion. We're going to be discussing that first. Boria Mojumdar with me. But later on this program, a very special interview with Borge Brende, the president of the World Economic Forum. Are India and the United States on the verge of a trade agreement? What about the US and China? Borge Brende's remarks are important. He's here in the country. We have that exclusive interview coming up in the next few moments. But first, let me go straight across to Boria Mojumdar, who joins me. Boria, I'm actually from that generation of Indians who watched Andy Pycroft play cricket, and he was actually quite good at it. You as well. So when I actually heard about Andy Pycroft, I was thinking less about the handshake controversy and more about the Pycroft I saw back in the day. But since we aren't describing that, I just fail to understand on what basis was Pakistan saying that Pycroft needed to be ejected for this game. On what basis can they say, I want this match referee and not the other one?
Because, okay, firstly, you said you and I watched Andy Pycroft and you're spot on, but Andy Pycroft never became a cult as he had become today. His house and his family must be wondering what is happening that, Andy Pycroft is trending on Twitter. He's now the Twitter sensation and whatever you want to call it. But that's the name of the game these days. Having said that, Pakistan is doing it because they know they can't get to India. Because they can't get to India, they needed a diversionary tactic. They needed a face saver. They needed to say something to their people, to their constituency back home. And don't forget that Mohsin Naqvi is also the Interior Affairs Minister of Pakistan. So you tread your guns on Andy Pycroft, who's a soft target. He's a Zimbabwean, not an West, English or an Australian. If you had English or an Australian, you know their clout in the ICC. This guy is a relatively soft target. So tread your guns. But they did not realize that the ICC will hold firm. And who's responding? It's not Jai Shah responding for the ICC, it's Wasim Khan. Who's Wasim Khan? He's been a former PCB official 3 years back. So in every way, they've dug themselves into this hole and they're finding it impossible to come out of it. Let me just tell you now that Andy Pycroft is very much in the Dubai cricket ground. He's the man officiating. He's the man conducting this particular match as match referee. 3 claims are being bandied. 1, apparently he's issued an apology. Wrong claim. He has said sorry for miscommunication, never said sorry or any apology for handshake gate. Number 2, apparently PCB media claim that the ICC has rebuked or ICC has found him guilty of a breach. Categorically, the ICC sources have clarified to us, ICC has not found him guilty of any breach. Number 3, the Pakistanis had said, okay, we want an inquiry. The ICC has come back and said, inquiry on what? Tell us inquiry on what and we will then see. So the matter here, Vishnu, is Pakistan are desperate for a face saver of sorts so that they can appeal to their domestic audience. And unfortunately, the Indians are, by the way, celebrating a rest day. They are nowhere in the picture. So somehow, somewhere, Andy Pycroft was this fall guy. They attacked him without understanding that the ICC will protect their own man who is 695 games old as ICC match referee and official. So even then, their claims have fallen flat. We have to see where this drama goes on from here. Will they continue after tonight if they win, next 3 days leading into the India game? Or will they finally say, okay, we will come back to cricket? My 3 points. One, Naqvi is the chair of the ACC. This was an ACC conducted tournament. His team misses the press conference. This is an ACC conducted tournament. His team delays the game by an hour.
Okay,
if there is anyone at fault,
all right, so the Pakistani Cricket Board looking for attention. I'll end this little chat with where I began. Andy Pycroft played 3 test matches and 21 days. He had a higher score of 60 in test matches and 61 in one days. But we now known for all sorts of other reasons. Boria, just to refresh your memory, since you seem to have forgotten his stats, we'll leave it there, move on to something completely different.